Hey everyone, it's Misty with My Paper Cuts. I'm coming on tonight with a card share, and I'm going to tag this video with hashtag Snowman of January. This is a prompt hashtag that was started by Miss Anna White, and the torch has been picked up and is being carried now by the Handy Scandy. So I will link both of their channels down below, and like I said, it's just a prompt hashtag. It's open season for snowmen. Basically everybody's just getting out their snowman goodies and using them. You can use your papers, your stamps, your dies, your cutting files, whatever you got. Just make something with it and show everybody what you're doing. So for today's cards, I used this Unity stamp set that I got from my bestie P. Hi P. And this is called Snowmie. So it's a gnome snowman. And it comes with a couple of sentiments. I did use both of them. And the size of this one is impressive. I will say, if you have this, just know that from the tip of his hand to the tip of his scarf is exactly the width of an A2 card. So he takes up the whole front. He's a big one. And for what I've done is I couldn't decide which way I wanted to go because this is such a cute stamp that I decided to go two ways again. So this one I did in watercolor, and I used this Solitude paper from Authentique, which I picked up at Tuesday morning. I only have a little bit of the 6x6 left. And then I also did one in red and black, and I just used a red and black plaid paper that was in my stash. So here are the cards. I did 4 of each. And I'll go into further detail on everything that I've done here. So the watercolor card is with the Authentique papers. I used Inktense pencils, and I paper pieced just his hat on this one. And for this one, I Copic colored the Snowmie, and his scarf and his hat are paper pieced. So I did paper piece this scarf, but I colored in the stripes. I just used a Swiss dot paper that I had in my stash, like it was scraps that I still had out from my last card. And then let's see, this one is fully watercolored, as you can see. The hats are paper pieced, and so is the trim on each one. Now I did this separately so I could continue working on my card while these pieces were drying. For this one, I did flock his hat to give it kind of that warm, cozy feeling. That is done with Fun Flock. And I know this is hard to find, but I will say that Pink and Maine is now doing flock, and all of their colors come in solid, and then they do the same color with glitter. So there's lots to choose from over there if you're looking for flock. On this one, I used an oldie but a goodie, an old Martha Stewart glitter. It's kind of a deep gray. The snowmen are both cut out with my brother's Scan and Cut, and then I also cut out a layer of fun foam at the same time so that they could be popped up and well supported. I love doing that. I've shared that on a previous video. They both have their buttons done in Nouveau Stone Drops. I like the texture of Stone Drops. Hopefully you can see that texture there. It's a little easier to see on the red. The red is called Fiery Volcano. I don't know if you can see in the lid too. And then the gray one is called Boulder Gray. And this one I just got in my most recent kit, so I'm super happy to have used it. The sentiment, like I said, is from the stamp set, You're My Snowmie. And it does come with this, it's got this, like, it looks like it's sitting in snow, and then the snow has fallen on it. So for this craft colored one, I stamped it in brown, but then I used my white gel pen to add the white back on. And then I used a puffy heart. And on this one, I left the white because I didn't need to do the gel pen. And then I used just an enamel heart. This came from Target. I used up the whole sheet, so I don't have that to show you. And then they're cut out using this set from Momenta. It's the smallest little ticket shape here. And then I cut out a second layer in alternating colors so that they would pop out a little bit more from the background. And speaking of the background, the snowman is sitting just on a piece of this one is watercolor paper, this one is a white linen paper. I just cut the edge with this set, which is Heffy Doodle Stitched Slopey Joe's border die. There's lots of different stitched border dies out there, but this is a really good one because you've got even the straight one, which is nice. And then the background for each of these, I did 2 different backgrounds. So first, if you could see it easier on this one, I did my favorite background, which is Tailored Expressions Twinkle Twinkle. This is a great red rubber background. And on this card, I stamped that with just tea dye distress ink. And on this one, I did it with VersaFine ink or Versamark ink. And I just embossed it with ultra fine or super fine clear embossing powder, just to give some shine there. I really didn't want to do white. I wanted it to be more subtle like this one was. And then both of them have snowflakes that are embossed, and those snowflakes are from this set, and this is from Simon Says Stamp. It is called Comfort and Joy. These are some of my favorite snowflakes because they are so delicate. They emboss really well. This one is done with Simon Says Antique Gold in the Ultrafine. This is my favorite gold by far. This one's actually almost gone. I've never finished a whole jar of embossing powder before, but this one's almost gone. It's okay, I have 2 backups. But that is that wonderful gold. I like it because it's not really yellowy. And then this one is done in silver. And that is also Simon Says Stamp Ultrafine, and this one is the silver. Both of them I originally got in card kits, but the Ultrafine Gold I did replace because I liked it so much. And then the inside of the card has the other sentiment that comes with the stamp that says, "You're so much fun." That one also has that little bit of snow at the top, or the snow on the top of snow. And then I used a snowflake die, and I cut out the same background paper that I used on this. I cut that out using the snowflake die, and then just glued it down to the corner and trimmed it off so that it was just a corner accent. And on this one, I did the same thing, but I did the snowflake in red. And that snowflake is one of my favorites. It is from Tim Holtz. It is this one. And this one is Flurry number 2. I just love the shape of this one. I love all of these. They die cut beautifully, and they can be a little bit of a trouble to glue down. I did use spray adhesive on them. So, I mean, proceed with caution if you're not going to use a Xyron. But I did, like I said, I did do 4 of each. So this one I had to alternate my puffy hearts because I was using an old set from Tuesday morning. So I just had what I had in it. But hey, it gives them each a little bit of uniqueness, I guess. Anyway, those are my cards. I'm super tired, so sorry for rambling. I hope you like them, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.